Last week I talked about bringing your work to the real world by printing it, and I mentioned that I got a small photo printer. And well, as you saw, here it is. And before we go any further, this video is not sponsored by Canon in any way, shape or form. Everything's paid and bought for by myself, so, you know, all opinions are my own. And so with that out of the way, this is the Canon Selphy CP1500. And Selfie as in S-E-L-P-H-Y, not selfie, you know. But it's a tiny little photo printer with its very own custom paper and custom toners. So it's its very own ecosystem. And I think that this printer is a great buy for any photographer out there. In terms of size, it is like twice the size of my hand at about 18.2 centimeters by 5.7 centimeters by 1.3. So it is a small thing, meaning that the printouts, the photos that it takes, are gonna be quite small as well. So 10 by 15 centimeters. Of course, freedom units for all of these are down below. Now, while those printouts may not be the size that will fill your wall, there is still a lot of great uses for small prints like these. Since, first of all, you can just, you can frame them, the frames don't cost a ton, and you can still get your work out on display for others to see, or for yourself to see. And framing the photos is extremely easy since the printer uses heat sublimation, meaning that the photos are instantly dry when they come out of the printer. Basically, the printer prints the photos by first printing the yellows, then the reds, then the magenta, and then a clear coat to finish off and protect the photo itself. Meaning that these are probably gonna last quite a while before they start to show any sort of degradation. Though, we'll have to see. But that also means that there's just so many other uses than just printing your stuff at home. There is an optional battery attachment that you can attach to this, and you can just bring the printer with you wherever you go. The paper itself, the paper tray, looks like this, meaning that they're all packed up and ready to go as well. So just bringing these and the battery with you means that you'll have a printer ready to go wherever you go. If you want to print using your phone or stuff like that, then you are going to need Wi-Fi connection, or you can use the USB-C connection on the side there, or you could just simply pop in an SD card and print from there. All of that gives you plenty of options that you can use for on-the-go printing. And what would you use on-the-go printing for? Well, for example, if you want to just print out a sample of your work for a client, or maybe you're shooting a wedding and you've already taken a bunch of pictures at the ceremony. So now you print out one of those photos or a couple of those photos, write your info on the back, and you can show those off at the reception. Isn't that how those terms go? Ceremony and reception? You know what I mean though, right? I'm not a wedding photographer, so that's just an idea. But if you're more of a home photographer like I am, well, one of the great things that this can do is that it has the presets for just passport photos, so you can add those to your repertoire. Or if you just want to bring your work to the physical, then this is a fantastic option. That's actually what I got the printer for. Those other things are just additives. I didn't get the battery. I have no need to bring this with me, but if I want to, then I can. And that's neat to have. But the reason for the home printing is the fact that the walls of my studio, well, the bedroom that I use as my studio, have been empty for far too long. I have some random canvas photos on that wall, as well as a Deadpool poster, and a couple of guitars on that wall, but that's it. I've been shooting photos for quite a while, and I didn't have any of my work printed except for the photo book that I have, and that's not on a wall. But now, after getting the printer, now when you enter the space, you can instantly see on the walls some of the works that I just felt were special enough to be printed. And then, of course, some added stuff as well. There's just so many uses for something simple like this. Of course, one example being that you can give your photos as, presents for the people close to you. I mean, combining one of these with like a cheap IKEA frame means that you have a good photo, provided you took a good photo, framed for very cheap. Oh, and in terms of price, the printer itself is about 99 bucks, which is not terrible. It's not the cheapest printer out there, but it is unique, so I don't think it's that expensive. And in terms of paper and toner, those are, unique to the Selphy devices. So a package with 108 sheets and 108 prints, as well as 2 ink cartridges, costs about 50 euros here in Finland, but for you people living in the States, about 36 bucks. And when you divide that amount by 108, means that I pay about 46 cents per print, and you guys in the States about 36 cents, 35, about somewhere around that. I don't think that's a bad price. If one of these is like 50 cents and a cheap IKEA frame is like 3 euros, I have a framed picture for 3.50. Sure, those prices might not be super impressive if you consider something like a company that would print out your photos, but the ease of use and the fact that I can print out whatever I want, whenever I want, it's unbeatable. I'll put the printer and the paper packages in the description below. I'll link them there. Those are going to be Amazon affiliate links, so using them supports the channel, doesn't hurt it, supports the channel, so thanks for that. But I really don't think it's a bad price considering how easy it is to get your stuff on your walls. And I gotta say, having my stuff on the walls has meant so much to me because I like looking at them. I get a whole new sense of pride when I walk into the space and I see those photos. So, I mean, why wouldn't I wish that on all of the other photographers out there? But with that, have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you all in the next one. Okay? Bye.